Alright, so we've just finished our first day of tasting in Côte d'Or in Burgundy, and we've been tasting the 2023 vintage all day, mostly in bottle, some in barrel, and it's an interesting vintage in Burgundy because it's the first one in a very long time where it's been a full crop, and in some places more than full crop, just enormous quantities of very healthy grapes. Everyone's kind of delighted with the vintage. This morning we tasted mostly white wines in Santenay and Meursault and Chassagne-Montrachet, and they're just outstanding. The whole
Back
vintage.
up the truck.
I mean, just top to bottom, the Bourgognes all the way up to the Premier Crus and Grand Crus. It's a remarkably good vintage. Perfect balances, beautiful fruit, wonderful acidity. I mean, just hard to find something wrong with the white wines. It's very fun tastings. The first three tastings were all whites, and it was very fun this morning.
and in the reds, we're up in Nuits Saint-Georges right now. You're looking at some of the wines there. Just to give you an idea of how full and overfull the crop was, there are places where they normally would use whole cluster, i.e. with the stems in it, but they stopped, they changed their method of vinification because there wasn't enough room in their equipment for both the stems and the grapes. So they changed the way they made the wine because there were too many grapes.
We started this morning in Santenay tasting with Roger Bellon. His reds are beautiful, nice, crisp, juicy, easy to like. His whites are extraordinary, easily 200% better than last year. They're fleshy, opulent, round, full of energy, full of life, vibrant. They're just wonderful, wonderful wines. We're excited to bring them back. We then went up the road to Meursault to see Sophie Bourmont, whose 2023 whites are just as good, in a more refined, kind of channeled style. They're more precise, more elegant, just as tasty, just as impressive, but in a little neater package. Two really wonderful white Burgundy producers this morning. And then if that weren't enough, we went to Boyer Martineau this afternoon to taste their Meursaults and Poulignies, which were just as good as you'd expect. And then finally up to Nuits Saint-Georges to taste the Domaine Couvons reds, which were really promising. Very dense, very lush, round, easy to like too.
So it's time to head back to Beaune for our evening meal at Ma Cuisine, an old standby restaurant with a wonderful wine list.
And then tomorrow we are back up here in the Côte de Nuits, where we'll also be on Mondays. We'll spend a lot of the next couple days in the Côte de Nuits, and we'll report back what we find then. And that's it for our 5th tasting update, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.